In the ancient world, amidst the cradle of civilization, there stood a city of unparalleled magnificence and might, Troy. Nestled on the shores of Asia Minor, Troy was a beacon of culture and power, its name whispered in awe across the Aegean Sea. It was a city steeped in history, its roots stretching back to the dawn of time, and its walls, towering and impregnable, stood as a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of its people. At the heart of Troy lay its royal palace, home to the illustrious house of Priam. King Priam, wise and noble, ruled over the city with a steady hand and a kind heart, his reign marked by prosperity and peace. Under his leadership, Troy flourished, its streets bustling with traders and artisans, its fields lush with golden wheat. But peace was a fragile thing, easily shattered by the whims of fate and the ambitions of men. And so it was that war came to Troy, born on the winds of jealousy and vengeance. It began with a love story, as so many wars do. Helen, the most beautiful woman in the world, was the wife of Menelaus, king of Sparta. But her beauty had caught the eye of another, Paris, the youngest son of King Priam. In a moment of passion, Paris whisked Helen away to Troy, igniting a firestorm of fury and resentment among the Greeks. For the Greeks, Helen's abduction was an unforgivable offense, a grievous insult to their honor and dignity. And so they gathered their forces, united in their resolve to bring Helen back and punish the Trojans for their audacity. Led by the mighty King Agamemnon, the Greeks assembled the greatest armada the world had ever seen. From every corner of Greece they came, warriors and heroes of legend, drawn by the promise of glory and conquest. Among them was Achilles, the mightiest of Greek warriors, whose name struck fear into the hearts of his enemies. For 10 long years, the shores of Troy echoed with the clash of swords and the cries of battle as the Greeks besieged the city, their ships encircling its walls like hungry wolves. The Trojans, led by their valiant prince Hector, fought bravely to defend their home, their courage undimmed by the onslaught of the enemy. But the gods themselves seemed to favor the Greeks, and time and again they thwarted the efforts of the Trojans. Achilles, with his godlike strength and unmatched skill in battle, laid waste to the Trojan ranks, his wrath unstoppable as a force of nature. Yet amidst the bloodshed and chaos, there were moments of beauty and grace. Priam's daughter Cassandra, gifted with the power of prophecy but cursed never to be believed, watched in sorrow as the tragedy unfolded before her eyes. Her warnings went unheeded, her cries falling on deaf ears as the fates wove their tapestry of doom. And then, in the final act of the tragedy, came the Trojan horse. Crafted with cunning and deceit, it was a masterpiece of deception, a Trojan horse in every sense of the word. The Greeks, feigning defeat, left it at the gates of Troy as a gift to the gods, a token of their submission. But within its belly lay a host of Greek warriors, hidden in the darkness, waiting for the signal to strike. And when the time came, they emerged like ghosts from the underworld, their swords flashing in the moonlight as they fell upon the unsuspecting Trojans. The city erupted into chaos as the Greeks poured forth from the belly of the horse, their cries of triumph mingling with the screams of the dying. King Priam, his heart heavy with grief, led his people in a desperate last stand, but it was too late. Troy had fallen, its walls breached, its glory laid low. In the aftermath of the battle, the city lay in ruins, its streets littered with the bodies of the dead. King Priam, his sons slain, his kingdom lost, wandered the smoldering ruins of his once proud city, his heart heavy with sorrow. But amidst the ashes, there was hope. For from the wreckage of Troy emerged a new hero, Aeneas, the son of Priam, and a prince of Troy. With his father's blessing, he gathered the survivors and set sail for distant shores, guided by the hand of fate and the promise of a new beginning. And so the story of Troy came to an end, a tale of love and loss, of heroism and tragedy that would be told and retold for generations to come. For in the annals of history, there are few stories more enduring than that of the fall of Troy. a city that once stood as a beacon of hope and glory in a world consumed by war.